Hello, it's Sneak Peek Week with Erin Stutland.
And I was doing the Say It, Sweat It, Get It challenge, which I think you've done. And it was, it's just a 5-day challenge where you get 5-minute workouts. And I had never done anything like it. And I was really.
Have you ever done a challenge before?
No, that was the first one that I had.
First challenge altogether. Okay.
That was my first challenge altogether. And I figured, at the time my list was slowly growing, and it was a decent size, nothing crazy. And I thought, okay, I'll put it out to my list, and then I'll start sharing it, and we'll see what I get. I'll get a couple hundred people to do it. Well, I had some wonderful people sharing it, and within the first day of sort of putting out the opt-in page, there were 1,000 people who signed up, and I was like, that's a lot. Like, I wasn't expecting that. And then 2,000 people, and then 3,000, and 4,000, and it just kept growing. And I had I was not expecting that at all. And before you knew it, it was up to 8,000. It was so much, and it was like the biggest number of people that I was reaching at that point. And the day before, and mind you, I've taught thousands of classes in new places to new people, all the time. But the day before I was going to put out the very first video, I literally was having a conversation with myself, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to send out an email that says, we're going to start next week. I was like, I'm not even going to do this, because I was so afraid that I was afraid it was going to suck. I was afraid people would think I was weird, like all of the shit that comes up when you're about to put yourself out there in a really big way. And I literally was writing the email, coming up with oh, we're having technical problems. I was coming up with reasons of why I wasn't going to do it. And I kind of, because it was just overwhelming. It was so big. It was so scary. And I just was I had to kind of switch. And this is the little trick that I did during that time. And I don't say that you have to live in this space all the time, but I do think that when you're about to do something big, this is quite helpful. I was like, Erin, you're gonna crush it.
Yeah.
You're gonna crush it. And I had to kind of pull up that energy. It's a little bit more masculine energy, because what really wanted to take over was this sort of weak, self-doubt, fearful, small. And I had to be step into myself in a bigger way and be like, you're going to crush this shit. And I had to throw out a couple curse words, you know what I mean? And quite honestly, throughout the entire launch, every step of the launch, so then the videos started going great. Then people started loving them. But then it was time to release the sales pitch. And then again, I started to get so afraid they're not going to buy, they're not going to like it. Okay, fine, I gave them free stuff, but that was good enough. They're not, Yeah. And I had to again be like, no, Erin, you're going to crush this sales process.
Yeah.
And it just, it felt really good to kind of stand in that power. I had to force myself into the power and not let the doubt and the fear kind of take over. And so, that's, I think every time you get to a new level and you do something that's afraid, I invite you to put on your crush it gloves and just say, I'm going to go out there and do it. And you just have to pull it up for that short period of time. And then you can go back to being, a little more relaxed and mellow and feminine if you want. But you might need that energy, and I think it's a really powerful energy to incorporate into whatever you're doing.
I hope you loved this training, and remember, you're not meant to do this alone. There are resources and women available to take your hand and show you the way. If you would like to see the full hour-long training, head on over to mentormasterclass.com and apply for Mentor Masterclass. Or you can grab the virtual self-study right away and get instant access to over 24 celebrity mentor training videos. Just head on over to mentormasterclass.com and click self-study. Now the real connection and sisterhood happens in the comment section on the blog. Will you come join us there and share what your big takeaway was from the Mentor Sneak Peek? Your fellow sisters and I will meet you there to share as well. And hey, did you like this video? Please give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend. I believe when you share, you shine. So I'll be back next Wednesday with more of what you need to wake up with the intent to live and love fully. Do you want to become a confident and masterful life coach? Imagine feeling completely supported by a brilliant sisterhood while you launch your dream business and attain financial freedom. Mentor Masterclass is an all-in life coach training program for 40 women who are on a mission to learn from the best. You can join Mentor Masterclass at the beginning of any new month while spaces are available. Head on over to mentormasterclass.com to learn more about the training and apply now. It's a sneak peek with Lola.